Hey there, artists and curious minds. Have you ever picked up a crayon and wondered, how is this made? These little sticks of color go through an incredible journey before they end up in your hands. Today, we're taking you behind the scenes to see exactly how crayons are made, from raw materials to the finished product. Whether you're a kid who loves to draw, a parent, or just someone who loves how it's made videos, you're in for a treat. We'll explore the history of crayons, the raw materials used, the step-by-step factory process, how they're tested for quality, and even some surprising crayon facts you probably never knew. So grab your favorite color and let's dive in. 2. The history of crayons. Before we see how crayons are made today, let's take a quick trip back in time. Did you know that people have been using colored drawing tools for thousands of years? Ancient Egyptians and Greeks used charcoal and natural pigments mixed with wax. But the crayons we know today started in the early 1900s. The first mass-produced crayons were created by companies like Crayola, which was founded in 1903. The name Crayola comes from the French words craye, chalk, and ola, oily, because they were originally made from a mix of chalk and oil. The first box had just 8 colors, but today there are over 120 shades. Fun fact: during World War II, crayon production slowed down because materials like paraffin wax were needed for the war effort. But after the war, crayons became a staple in classrooms and homes worldwide. 3. Raw materials used in crayons. Now let's break down what crayons are actually made of. The main ingredient is paraffin wax, a byproduct of petroleum refining. But don't worry, modern crayons are completely non-toxic and safe for kids. Here's what goes into a crayon. Paraffin wax, 60 to 70%, gives the crayon its solid yet smooth texture. Pigments, 20 to 30%, powdered colors that determine the shade. Additives, 5 to 10%, things like stearic acid, from animal or plant fats, to strengthen the crayon and make it glide smoothly. Clay or chalk, optional. Some brands add this for extra texture. Did you know? The exact formula is a trade secret for many brands. Crayola, for example, has a special blend that makes their crayons uniquely vibrant and durable. Once these ingredients are gathered, they're sent to the factory where the real magic happens. 4. The crayon manufacturing process. Now let's go step by step through how crayons are made in a factory. Step 1. Melting the wax. Workers load paraffin wax into giant melting tanks. The wax is heated to 150 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, 65 to 93 degrees Celsius, until it becomes liquid. Pigment powders are added and mixed thoroughly for even color. Step 2. Pouring into molds. The liquid wax is pumped into crayon-shaped molds, usually 120 at a time. The molds pass through a cooling tunnel to harden the wax in 3 to 5 minutes. Step 3. Ejecting and labeling. A machine pushes the hardened crayons out of the molds. They move along a conveyor belt where labels like Crayola are heat-stamped onto them. Step 4. Quality check and packaging. Workers inspect crayons for cracks or color flaws. Approved crayons are sorted into boxes, 24, 64, or even 120 packs. The boxes are sealed and shipped to stores worldwide. Montage of crayon boxes moving down the assembly line. 5. Quality control and safety testing. Before crayons reach your hands, they go through strict safety and quality checks. Break test. Crayons must bend slightly before snapping. Too brittle. Bad. Color test. Each batch is compared to a master sample for accuracy. Non-toxic certification. Independent labs verify they're safe if accidentally eaten. Fun fact: in the past, some crayons contained asbestos, a dangerous mineral. But since the 1980s, all crayons sold in the US must meet strict safety standards. 6. Fun facts and eco-friendly crayons. Before we wrap up, here are some cool crayon facts. 12 million crayons are made daily. The most popular Crayola color? Blue. You can recycle old crayons by melting them into new ones. Some brands now make soy-based or beeswax crayons for eco-conscious artists. 7. Conclusion and call to action. And that's the amazing journey of how crayons are made. Next time you color, you'll appreciate the science and craftsmanship behind every stroke. Which fact surprised you the most? Comment below. Try melting old crayons into fun shapes. It's a great DIY project. Subscribe for more behind-the-scenes factory videos.